we all have a question. What are blood vessels? What are these? And this is a question that we always want to know. And there are different types. You know, there are many different types of blood vessels that are contained inside the body. That's my representation of a body, but I hope you can tell that's a body. I'll label it body. So how can we tell which are the blood vessels and why they have different properties? Some might have a thick wall, so they might have a thicker wall, you know, so the blood can pass through. Some might even have a thin wall for the blood to pass through. What are these functions? Why are these functions like this? If I turn the page over, I'm going to look at the first one. We're going to have a look at these blood vessels. And these blood vessels are the arteries. What they do is they carry the blood from the heart. So they carry the blood from the heart to the rest of the body. And the walls of the arteries are generally quite thick, as you can see here. And it's quite really bad drawing. The walls are actually quite thick. The length of the thickness of this wall is quite thick, and the lumen is quite small, you know. So they have quite a thick wall, and they contain very thick muscular. They quite have a thick muscular wall here. The thick muscular wall here, and we have and I also have a very thick elastic wall. You know, that is really important because it helps stretch and recoil as the heart beats. And the functions for these reasons are really important because it helps with the high pressure that the arteries go under. And if you look here, the inner lining of the endothelium. The inner lining of the endothelium has it's kind of in a folded type of structure. A folded structure. This is really important because they allow the arteries to expand. All the arteries, see all the arteries here, most arteries, pretty much all of them, carry oxygenated blood to the rest of the body. However, the pulmonary artery is the only artery in the body that carries deoxygenated blood to the lungs. Okay, because everything else carries contains O2, oxygenated blood to the rest of the body, and then the rest, the only other artery that does not carry oxygenated blood is the pulmonary artery, which carries it to the lungs. So if I kind of go into more depth here, the representation of the walls. As you can see here, we have the arteries. They carry blood from the heart to the rest of the body, and that is a function of it. It carries away, it goes away from the heart. So we have the heart here, and what happens is that the blood travels away from the